Teachers College is 125 years old today, this year, and so we are the oldest and largest graduate school of education in the world, which means that we are very comprehensive. We prepare professionals in education very, very broadly defined. So we do not think of educators as only those who work in schools. Our students and graduates go on to work in business, in corporations, in NGOs, in communities, in hospitals. I mean, the list literally goes on. And many of our students are preparing to educate in fields that have little to do directly with the classroom. So they might be speech pathologists or nutritionists. They could be working in brain research or be cognitive scientists. So just the sheer size of the institution and the variety and diversity of programs is definitely one of our strengths. Second, you are talking about leading edge faculty and leading edge curriculum and leading edge and cutting edge programs. We do consider ourselves a leader in the field, and we are an institution that is looked to for innovation and for fresh ideas. And we have faculty who are household names in terms of their specializations and the research that they do. So Brazilian students who come to TC will be studying with some well-known, well-regarded, and highly productive scholars. Our students are incredibly diverse. They come from all over the US and all over the world. And any student who comes to TC finds that he or she learns as much from his or her peers and classmates as she or he might learn from professors. So sometimes it can be a little intimidating because you are just surrounded by interesting and thoughtful and exciting people. But those thoughtful people become your friends, and they become your colleagues, and they become your supports. So the kind of network that you develop, in addition to what you learn from your classmates, is a level of education that is not necessarily available in most institutions. We are an international institution. So we have a large international student body. In addition to that, we are located in a large international city, which is New York City. So besides the fact that Brazilian students will not feel out of place, New York is very much like a big city in Brazil. The food may be a little bit different. I'm not sure you will like Brazilian food, New York style, as much as the unique dishes that you might get here. But you can find everything, you can feel comfortable, people speak many languages. You will find faculty and students who bring experiences that are very, very diverse. Teachers College is only a graduate institution, so we offer master's degrees, basic master's, MA and MS, advanced master's, which is called the EDM, or the Master's in Education, but again, education very broadly defined. And of course, we have doctoral and PhD programs. But having said that, you have them at all levels, in all fields, in multiple specializations. We have students who are bridging departments and straddling two different programs, sort of bringing things together. There's a lot of flexibility at the university. So I think that is what draws international students. It's not just the depth of the fields of study, but the fact that things can be quite flexible, so that you can bring together many interests that you might have. And even if you're studying in one department, you can take courses in another. And in fact, you're encouraged to do so, because we believe in broadening perspectives and in crossing boundaries. So to ask me what department or program international students are most likely to come to, I don't think there is a program or department that does not have. TC is looking as an elite institution that is rigorous and demands excellence. Obviously, we're looking for students who are academically strong, who bring backgrounds that demonstrate their competence as scholars, and that indicate, their ability to handle a rigorous and intense curriculum. But you must bear in mind that pretty much everyone applying to TC will have those basic criteria in place. So then the question becomes, how do you distinguish your application from everyone else's? The first place is in the statement that you are required to complete as part of your application. I always say to potential applicants, treat this task very, very seriously. Use it as a way to talk deeply and thoughtfully about why you're choosing Teachers College and why you feel that you are the candidate that we should be choosing, and what you're going to do with the work and the learning that you're going to gain at Teachers College. The idea of deliberate choice is very, very important in an application. Beyond that, we are looking for candidates who have a wide range of experiences, who have demonstrated their openness to learning and have shown themselves to be risk takers. They have experiences in their background that tell us they are strong community members, that they have a social justice mission that fits well with the mission of Teachers College, that was founded on the principles of serving the underserved. I think with a name like Teachers College, it is not surprising that people think that our focus and our primary work is the preparation of teachers. And undoubtedly, that is an important part of our work. And I think out of 10 departments, at least 8 of them have teacher preparation programs. And when I say teacher preparation, I'm not just talking about classroom teachers, but also school leaders. If you were to talk to the average TC student, you would find that the average TC student has a background in education. But education defined, again, very, very broadly. So maybe that background is in community-based organizing. Maybe that background is in staff training and professional development in a corporation. Perhaps that background is in developing programs in developing countries. So it could be that you are a nurse educator and you're interested in our nursing executive program. So again, this idea of education must always be thought of in the broadest terms in relation to Teachers College. And we have many, many students who don't have a background in education at all. So they may come with a background in psychology because they're interested in being counseling psychologists. They may come with a background in physiology because they're interested in the work that we're doing in physical education or in health. So I would suggest and recommend that any Brazilian student who is interested in coming to Teachers College, just open up your mind and look at the website and look at the descriptions of the programs and look at the hundreds of programs and offerings that we have. I'm not suggesting that TC is for everyone. There's no institution that can do that, but TC is a very, very broad and diverse institution. And I think that, going back to my original statement about our faculty and students, it is one of our main strengths. We believe in many ideas. We believe in different ways to achieve the same goal. We believe in creativity and innovation, and you can't do that if everyone is in the same field and thinking the same way.